Hello and welcome to my review of the Space Marines Primaris Lieutenant with a Stalker bolt rifle. Now this is the 500 store opening exclusive miniature that they released on the 20th of October 2018 as part of their celebration of opening 500 stores worldwide. The model will cost you £20 and it comes in this nice little collector's edition kind of box with a paint guide at the back. As you can see there, he's equipped with a mastercrafted Stalker bolt rifle. I'm wondering if this is the first one that has the Stalker bolt rifle, because one of them in the Dark Imperium has the power sword, the other one has the auto bolt rifle, and then the most recent one in the Wake the Dead set came with a power sword as well. So I think that's 4, is it? Then you've got the Blood Angels one and the Dark Angels one, and then you've got the Captain in Gravis armour and the normal Captain. So there's a lot of lieutenants floating about now. 6, I think, if my maths are correct. Anyway, this is, you know, the 6th one, I suppose, unless they've secretly brought out any more. It comes in with this little booklet, which does show the paint guide at the back, unlike Garkor. And it shows a little instruction guide which you may take a good look at, because the model does come in 12 parts, and my recommendation is to clip them off with a sprue, chop all the little extra bits off, and then file down the mould lines and then put them together nice and carefully. Pay attention to drilling out the hole in the bolt rifle as always. You don't need to drill out the holes for bolt guns and things, but in my experience, much better. Games Workshop do it too. The rules side of things for the Primaris Lieutenants, exactly the same there as in your Space Marine Codex that came out last year. I'll be talking about the rules later on in the review. Firstly, let's have a look at the miniature itself then. So here's the miniature, lots of detail, lots of things going on with this Space Marine, this Primaris Space Marine. I really like his helmet is half detachable, and he's got half of his helmet there, and the other part, the rebreather part, is still attached to his face. Normally Space Marines, when they take their helmet off completely, it completely comes off, but this guy, he just slaps on this part of it, and that obviously attaches to the lower half of the helmet. I really like the very clean but quite simple cut, nothing fancy going on with the double eagle. I'm not too sure about the curtain rail ribbon kind of thing with the bolt round, but hey, he's got a spare bolt round if he ever needs it. And then the Stalker bolt rifle, pretty good, but obviously the sight is very much obscured by the end of the bolt rifle there. Big weapon, much bigger than your normal bolt gun, which I have right here. It kind of looks like a half of one, doesn't it, now, compared to the bolt rifles. Anyway, we'll go on to a size comparison in a moment. I like the extra detail under the knee. Better to do it there than obviously on the other one. I do like he's got a combat blade and an Auspex, and he's got his usual data readout and keypad buttons and purity seals on his left arm. There's also like a name engraving plate on his bolt rifle too, and that's pretty much it for him. Fair amount of detail, nice lieutenant. Obviously not going to stand out as much as your other ones, especially the Wake the Dead one with the laurel, which I'll do a size comparison in a moment with, because you're going to have to paint the top part of the helmet there, and he's just going to look like another intercessor really, unless you change a couple of the colours around. But nonetheless, I really like his pose, and I like how he's just taken off his helmet, taken off this part of his helmet. Maybe the Death Guard have retreated or something, or maybe he just wants a better look at a foe. I don't know, but for some reason he's chosen to remove that part of his helmet off. Let's do some size comparisons. So next to a normal Space Marine, of course, very miniature now, barely up to the chest plate of the Primaris. Next to another intercessor, which is one of the tallest. The normal intercessor is actually a little bit taller than the lieutenant, mainly because of that pose that he's in. So that's my tallest intercessor I like to look at. And then finally another lieutenant to draw a comparison with. So this is the one from the Wake the Dead. I much prefer this pose than this one, of course. This lieutenant, yeah, of course, sometimes they do look like they're about to fall over in this chunky armour, but he's kind of like leading the charge, whereas this one's probably just had an exhausting battle. Who knows? But they're the two lieutenants. Why don't you just let me know in the comments below which one you prefer the look of by saying helmetless or sword. Then we can get an idea of which one is everybody's favourite. Okay, so this is my part of the review where I like to go through all of the rules for the model. So this Primaris Lieutenant comes with the rules. If not, you can find them on page 147 of your Space Marine Codex. Someone asked me the other day, can you have Space Marine Lieutenants? Yeah, you can. You can make normal Space Marines as Lieutenants, and you can also have Primaris Lieutenants. The differences being is that the Primaris have 1 extra wound at 5 and 1 extra attack, and they have different weapons. Obviously they have access to their bolt rifles, whereas normal Space Marine Lieutenants have access to chainswords and power fists, also jump packs. Also, they can jump in any vehicle pretty much. The normal Space Marine Lieutenants are a bit cheaper, but less wound, less attacks, but much more flexibility. Okay, so just bear that in mind. Whereas the Primaris are very more focused in terms of having that bolt rifle, but they've both got the tactical precision and the company heroes, which I'll talk about in a moment. So the Primaris Lieutenant's stat line is movement of 6 inches, weapon skill 2+, ballistic skill 3+, strength and toughness is 4, 5 wounds, 4 attacks, leadership 8 and a save of 3+. The unit contains 1 Primaris Lieutenant and can include 1 additional Primaris Lieutenant for power rating of +5. Each model is armed with a mastercrafted auto bolt rifle, a bolt pistol, frag grenades and crack grenades. So it's a power points cost of a 5 and an actual points cost of 70. Now, mastercrafted Stalker bolt rifle is an extra 5 points, so that's 75 points there for this guy. Weapon profile wise, the bolt pistol is a 12-inch pistol 1, strength 4, damage 1 weapon. The mastercrafted auto bolt rifle is 24-inch, assault 2, strength 4, damage 2. And then the mastercrafted Stalker bolt rifle, which this guy's got, is a 36-inch range, heavy 1, strength 4, AP -2 and a damage of 2. If you were to give him power sword like the Wake the Dead Lieutenant, that'd be strength of the user, which would be 4, AP -3 and damage 1. And then frag grenades and crack grenades are as they normally are. Any model may replace its mastercrafted auto bolt rifle with a power sword or mastercrafted Stalker bolt rifle. So now with the 4 lieutenants I've got this one with the Stalker bolt rifle, the one with the auto bolt rifle, and then I think 2 with the power swords. Abilities, and they shall know no fear. Tactical precision, where you can re-roll wound rolls of 1 for friendly chapter units that are within 6 inches of a lieutenant. And company heroes. During deployment, all models in this unit must be set up at the same time, though they do not need to be set up in unit coherency. From that point onwards, each Primaris Lieutenant is treated as a separate unit. The faction keywords: Imperium, Adeptus Astartes, Character, Infantry, Primaris Lieutenants. So this is the main reason you'll get him. Yeah, he's quite survivable with his weapon skill of 2+ and his 5 wounds and 4 attacks. But the main reason you'll get this particular one is that mastercrafted Stalker bolt rifle, so he can pump out shots at 36 inches away, which is pretty decent, and also the tactical precision. You re-roll them the wound rolls of a 1 for friendly chapter units within 6 inches. So you get him behind 10 intercessors with Stalker bolt rifles. That's really going to help them wound enemies, even though they might not get many shots. It might be worth taking him with a load of Hellblasters too, just to ignore all those wounding rolls of a 1. Anyway, that is the end of my review for the new 500 store opening exclusive miniature, this Space Marine Primaris Lieutenant. Hope you've enjoyed it. I'll put the link down below for you to have a chance at winning this awesome looking miniature. All you need to do is just be a Patreon and support the channel. For as little as like $1 a month. I cover the White Dwarf every single month and the new Conquest, and if you do support me on Patreon and the support grows, then there's going to be more opportunity for more giveaways for Patreon only supporters in the future. So I hope you enjoy the giveaway. There will be a standard giveaway for all YouTube subscribers and viewers at some point, but I just wanted to include promoting that kind of competition within his own review. But what do you guys think of this Primaris Lieutenant? Is he the best looking one so far? Please do put it in the comments below as always. Thank you ever so much for joining me today. Thank you for watching. The Emperor Protects.